Alright, so I'm gonna be doing a sketchbook showdown. Now, really it's just a draw with me, but I thought showdown sounded kind of cool. So that's the reasoning behind that. My goodness, there's so many dog hairs. I have 5 dogs, so if you see any dog hairs, just know they're everywhere. Oh my. I wanted to do this without having to do like a voiceover. It's just like kind of like a draw with me. So the goal is to just draw. Yeah, but I'm gonna call this series Sketchbook Showdown because it's me and the sketchbook page. This is quite a big sketchbook, so we'll have to kind of make do. I kind of have an idea already. I just thought to keep it safe, since this is my first time doing this, I'm gonna probably just draw my OCs like I normally do. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna try to throw a bunch of stuff onto this page. I mean, I have like a feeling it's gonna be like Frida. So we'll just go with that. Draw a head. Now, the pose is always the part where I don't quite know what to do. Maybe something like swooshy. The other question is, am I drawing her in her clown form, or am I drawing her in... Let's do clown, because I like her hair as a clown. Maybe she's going around a corner. Yeah, we'll do that. That sounds like fun. And then maybe do a little peeking around. Yep, right there. Oh, right. What I was saying was I recently found out I'm also drawing this at an angle, so hopefully I'm drawing this right. It's kind of hard to record and draw at the same time. So she's wearing makeup, so she needs to have her eyebrows raised. I keep forgetting what I'm about to say, but I recently found out, I mean, I kind of already knew this, but I'm not horrible at drawing digitally, but I'm definitely... I need to practice because it's actually, I don't know why, but I find it extremely hard to draw digital. It's just so much easier to draw traditional, for me at least. I feel like I lose my style with drawing on my iPad. I think the reason why I have a hard time drawing digital is more so the brushes. I just haven't, I found a few that I like, and I draw on Procreate. So I think maybe 2 things could help, like a textured background, like where it looks like paper, and maybe, I'm kind of curious about that paper-like stuff, but I know that it can ruin your Apple Pencil. At least I heard, which that would make sense because it's, you know, it's probably like sandpaper for your Apple Pencil. But I think it'd be worth it if it made it easier to draw. I kind of do enjoy the feeling of paper over the feeling of just... I am drawing her hair way too flat. Yeah, so I don't know. If you guys have any screen protector or whatever, the paper like, I'd be curious to know if it's worth it or not. Because it also is pretty expensive. I thought about buying it maybe for my mini iPad. I don't know if they make it for the mini. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot easier. I also started off traditional, so what I'm comfortable with is traditional. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to also... I think I'm just gonna have fun with this. I'm always like trying to be practical and consistent. I'm just gonna have fun with it, and it doesn't actually have to be accurate. And if I forget a few things about her design, then it is what it is, okay? It's just a sketch anyway. I was making these brick walls. I guess I don't know how to make any other walls. There is this fly that is flying around right now, so hopefully it doesn't get in the video. If it does, it will just say hi. It is going around my head though, which is annoying. I've been doing art fight recently, and I honestly can't believe it has taken me this long to join. I think I felt very intimidated by it, but it is so much fun. I think what intimidated me was like the themes, or like the theme like where it's like the teams, you know, and I think I thought that meant you had to maybe draw with that theme. So like let's say this year was like fossils and crystals, and like I didn't know how it worked, but like, oh, did fossils have to draw people's OCs fitting that theme? It was nice to find out that it's just like you're just drawing other people's OCs, and I think that's awesome. So I've been doing that. I think I've done 7 attacks maybe. I don't know off the top of my head how many I've done, but it's been fun. And seeing other people draw your OCs, it is just amazing. I ended up drawing a sheet for her, like for this girl, Frida, but I didn't draw one for Claude, which I'm a little sad, but I feel like we're already more than halfway. I mean, like, art fight's gonna be ending here soon, so I just didn't really feel like rushing, because I spent quite a bit of time drawing hers, because I wanted it to be easy for people to draw her. In the long run, I shouldn't have taken as much time, but I'm kind of glad I did. I wish I started sooner, but I'm kind of busy in the month of July, so at least in the beginning of the month. So the end of the month is easier for me to get started on that. But next year, now I'm like set up with OCs on there already. Oh, the other thing was setting up the bios. Like setting up, because I wanted to add a little bit of backstory, like that she works in a cafe and at night she dresses up as a clown. Why she dresses up as a clown? Because there's this mysterious circus coming around and she's trying to investigate it or whatever. I can't really remember what I put on there, but you know, I wanted to be able to add those things. And then she was wearing her uniform, so wanting to be able to say like, oh, you know, she wears vintage clothing. That was another thing I had to add. And I'm horrible at writing like descriptions because I overthink it and I don't know what to type sometimes. It's really fun. I actually added one of my like more cartoony characters. And I love, okay, so one of them's like Princess Cotton Candy, and I love how people drew her. I wasn't able to like actually, so they were actually the ones that I didn't really render. I didn't perfect their look like how I would draw them. Her neck is very long. How should I hide this? Maybe I'll just bump this up a bit. I think I got like 2 drawings of her. But I think most of my drawings, a lot of them, I know for a fact, is Peanut Boy and Cotton Candy Princess. I put them up and I put Peanut Boy on first, and I tell you, people are fast because I put him up and I was still trying to like tweak the bio and stuff, like, or the description. And like there's already art like pumping out, like they are quick with it. I mean, he is a peanut, so I will say that he's pretty easy, you know, to draw, but still. I just thought it was so cool that people just drew him so fast. Like I was just amazed. But yeah, it almost reminds me of, I don't know if any of you guys were a part of Disney Create, but that's kind of like what Art Fight gives me, like the feeling, the community. It's just so much fun seeing everyone's art. It definitely gave me a lot of creativity. Like I was feeling really creative during that time. I think because like you don't have to think and you just have to draw other people's OCs, so you're not thinking like designs, like does this make sense? Am I drawing this right? You're just doing it for fun, and you're giving it to people. Like you're well, not giving, but like you're fighting. Also, I am down for a little competition, you know what I mean? Like I think crystals are doing better. I'm on Team Fossil too, and I think crystals are doing a little bit better than the fossils. At least at this moment. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's the winner. I'll be finding out. I'm definitely probably not pulling my weight, but you know what? Whatever. There is some people, oh my, like 50, like, but they probably started during the beginning of it, so, But I'm just like, how do you pull out all that artwork? That is just crazy. I should do like a challenge, not this year because I will get burnt out if I do that. But I should do a challenge where I challenge myself. I'm trying to think what would be realistic. Like how many drawings in a day? 10? That's probably not realistic, but it would be fun. I definitely found out that I love drawing like cartoony characters. I was like, wow, I forgot how much it brings me joy. Just draw something like cute and you don't have to worry about proportions or any of that. And it's just for fun. I'm gonna use the Tombos, or however you pronounce them. Just keeping it simple. I'm just gonna kind of test, hold on, I'm gonna test things right here. So I'll put this as a base. So I'm gonna run the test now to kind of see, I don't know, this paper seems like it's marker paper. I bought this and it's, it actually works really well. This is a Hoo marker paper and I thought it was mixed media. And then I found out it wasn't. And I was really sad because I love using watercolor and this paper is for markers, not watercolor, so, but we will make do. This is more of experimenting than anything. Kind of seeing what I can do with the sketchbook because I've done Copic in it, which is clearly going to work because it's marker paper. So, I mean, it works nice with that. And it's working great with the Tombos. I mean, of course it's probably going to be able to handle a little bit of water. I mean, at this point, I'm just painting it all red. We're going for the, like, fashion designer look. Alright, actually, this is pretty fun. Alright, and then I'm just going to do, like, little strands. Because her hair is supposed to be chaotic. It's not supposed to be perfect. I mean, of course I want it to look pretty, but I guess that just makes it look better, honestly. Just kind of like maybe some strands. Alright, we're gonna go in with the nose. Maybe add a little highlight. And go in with the lips. This color will be good enough for the eyeshadow. Okay, let's blend this. And I kind of want to steal the color, kind of use it for shading. Oh, well, there's some red. I guess I gotta be ready for that. Ah, yeah, now she's looking like Ronald McDonald. Look at that. That's awesome. Alright, so that is definitely not the right color of cheeks. That's kind of bright, though. I think that's okay. It's not really accurate, but like I said, this is just for fun. Except I'm gonna go in like this, and then I want to go in with some water. Some color. This is a test, except I don't know why I'm testing where it's going to be the most noticeable. Over with the red. And then let's go over with the brown, maybe around. And I wonder if I really make it a big mess and just blend everything. Yup, I was going to make a big old mess. This is why I need mixed media. That looks really bad. How lovely. Alright, well, let's go in just straight up with red. Alright, and then let's go like this, maybe. Let's go ruin this one now. I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some. And I think that's kind of okay-ish. A lot of red. is being used. You know, I think I just realized something about myself, and that's I like drawing brick because I seem to always be drawing them. I've already drawn them once in this sketchbook, and I'm a few pages in, but not a bunch, so maybe I should count how many pages I do with brick walls. I kind of want to go in with blue. Hopefully not ruin my blue. And shade with that. Okay, I think I'll go in with some water. And then whatever bleeds, just bleeds. Kind of going for a grungy look anyway. I'm a little nervous to go in with the hair, but here we go. I want to go in, soften the highlights a bit. Alright, I think I'm going to go in with the same blue. That's her eyeshadow. And I'm just going to go in like this and not completely fill it in. I'll fill it in here. I think black would be a little too harsh. So a nice blue. Try to avoid as much of the art. Oh my goodness, I'm getting it all over my arm. Well, that will just add to the artwork, yay. It's kind of shiny, so it's a little hard to see where I'm drawing. I think this is looking a lot better with some line art. I'm not a art girly that can do lineless artwork. I'm not that skilled and make it look somewhat decent. Okay, so I just wrote that out by looking up like a font on Pinterest just to get some inspiration, and I'm gonna try my best. It's not gonna look great because it's not really what I do, but we're just gonna go in anyway. Hopefully the layout will be okay. This isn't really working out great. I was silent for most of that. It is not white at all. Oh man. Maybe this just needs layers. It either needs layers or I need to stop right now. But I know that I'm not gonna stop. Just no brain, just go for it and we'll outline it later. You know what? Make it a little worse. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Alright, well, I'm gonna go in with maybe a couple more layers, try to work this out. I feel like I need to add a little monkey right here though. I'm gonna do it from memory. I'm gonna make a little monkey. I don't know what a monkey looks like. Wait. Oh yeah, I know what a monkey looks like. It's a little monkey. That does not look like a monkey. Way to ruin a page. That looks like something. When in doubt, gold. Alright, this is either going to salvage it or not. I'm gonna go in with gold. This gold. You know what? I think it's working. Ooh, this is actually my first time using this, so this is pretty. Still a little splotchy here and there, but I'm not gonna make it perfect because it's also supposed to be graffiti and not like perfect fancy looking graffiti. It's supposed to look a little rushed. Alright, and I kind of already know that it's not, whoops, honestly it's kind of going with the feel. Once I lined it, it's better. It kind of looks like she's looking at this art and being like, oh man, who made that? That looks bad. Which is kind of funny. As funny as it can be right now. Man, whoever this is does not know how to outline. Come on. There's almost an end to my suffering. We're almost there. I can see the light. Okay. And we're just gonna outline the little guy down here as best as we can. He's just a little guy. Don't judge him. Or do judge him. He's a monkey. Oh, that's creepy. There we go. Little creepy guy. Well, we're gonna add that. Look at this cutie. I actually don't like monkeys in real life. Not that I don't like them, they just scare me. I have a really big fear. Whoops. Well, okay. Well, we're just splatting now. Alright, I'm gonna put my signature on here. Not that I want anyone to know that I made this, but I'll just put Madabun. Alright, so this was the result of Sketchbook Showdown. Definitely didn't know that this is where I was gonna go with it, but yeah, so what I kind of want to do for this series is it doesn't have to be a full spread, as in like a complete look. Sometimes it will just be pencil. This time it was whatever this is. But yeah, I just wanted to call it something fun, so I thought Sketchbook Showdown would be fun. So we have our clown here, and our graffiti, and our little creepy monkey clown, if you can call it a monkey. I want to thank you all watching me panic, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!